Greetings, welcome once again to TFT Tarot for today. This is Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee and Gothic Tarot. My weekly look into shadow issues of our lives, hence all the moody, broody atmosphere. We're going to open with a reading from the Earth and Bone Oracle by Syrian Shadow. Kind of set the tone, give us a positive affirmation. And the card is Conjurer. A little break there. I hate when that happens. Conjurer, higher self, subconscious, inner work, influencing creation. You have the power. Take comfort in the fact that you have complete control over anything you want, and that you must change inwardly before you can see it externally. You are the vessel and the instrument of the Creator, capable of manifesting everything you desire. Thus, the transformation begins within you and is carried out by the exterior universe aligning itself to fit your needs. This is what "you are the creator of your universe" means. You have the advantage. However, in order to seek out the change we desire, we must meet the energy and entities that can assist us. In order to become aware and recognize that change is required, we cannot change unless we consent to the influence. It is all within us. There is a universe within us, and each reality is different and unique because each person is different and unique. When we engage with energies apart from ourselves and acknowledge that they have their own essence that we interact with internally, we operate with a better understanding and capability of influencing our environment. Affirmation. I am at one with the universe. I am divine intelligence. I am creating my life according to my dominant beliefs. And once again, that's from the Earth and Bone Oracle by Syrian Shadow. So I thank you for that. I'm going to take a moment here to adjust my glare factor. This is not exactly going to work the way I want. Let's see if that helps. Right. So this is a unique runoff. It's not going to be like continuing the Oracle, the Cries of the Soul's Oracle that we've been working with. Talk about goof up. We're in the 5th week, though, and next week we will begin again with Banshee, another round of work from that oracle. But we're not really attaching to that work now. We're going to kind of fly free, and I've decided to use the metaphors for growth and planning in the kind of dark sense. And I wanted to work with some specific tarot decks, so tell me if you catch the thread that connects them. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to just basically say the dark design. What, once again, are we planning or making happen? What are we trying to plan or make happen? And I'm using the Gothic Tarot. So what are we planning? What are we trying to make happen? What is the way we are trying to grow? And it's death, it's change. We are trying to create a really profound change. Hey, that's obvious from everything that's going on in our Goth lives, whether it's reflective of the state of the world right now, or whether it's all those things that are impinging in our personal mortal lives. We seek change. We are planning for change. It may not be highly spiritual, but everyone realizes that we need to be ready for something. So now I'm calling the next card the Dark Desire. And it's the thing that we want the most, but maybe we shouldn't. And so this could be really saying, engaging in kind of a sense of a fantasy that we have. And it's mostly because the state of the world is encouraging a free fall, in a sense of what we imagine are possibilities, as well as what we imagine are bad things. And so sometimes this could talk about that blur in between, wanting something really bad and not really wanting to realize why that is or what it will do. So I'm using the Gothic Tarot of the Vampires. I had to look at it and really think about it, because I don't quite see it here, but it's the moon. And it fits that idea. What we want the most is also what maybe we're scared of having the most too. And it could be the revelations that we've always suspected, but it could also be the revelations that we didn't expect, but somehow we know are really bad consequences for us. Okay, the final card is the Dark Dream. And this is a suggestion of where things will go besides all of this. So for that, I'm going to use the Tarot Gothica. And so the thread that linked these 3 decks I'm using was the word Goth, Gothic, for it appears in the names of each of the tarot decks. And so it's a little ginchy, but I just wanted to do that and to mention that. So even Goths have dreams, dark dreams that they may be. Where can we imagine things going? It's the reversed Ace of Wands. Things that we are planning are not going to work out very well, perhaps, or they're going to be big delays. And maybe what happens is they just really go in a random way. They're not that they're destructive or defeating, but they're bringing out other energies, maybe. And those energies could be helpful in a way because they could be really what's needed as opposed to what we thought we needed. So I find that pretty interesting. All right, so this is the reading. It was going to be basically short and sweet. I am now going to close with a little bit of advice considering all this, and I'm going to work with the Deadly Apothecary Oracle and suggest through that there's something else here that maybe is that thing that, like we were saying, we don't really want it, but maybe we need it. We weren't saying it exactly like that, but that's the sense I'm getting from the reading or the reading style, that sometimes we have to make deals or compromises in our darkness. So what is that Deadly Apothecary card? It's the Lily of the Valley, number 7. And traditionally it was used in medicines to treat weak hearts. But nowadays they do that manufactured in laboratory. But it's basically a comforting and perfumed kind of plant of use. So when we draw this card, it says, Lily has closed their heart. They no longer want to get close to others because they know they will just end up being hurt. Lily knows that nothing lasts and feels that the pain of losing someone is not worth the love they have invested. Lily has convinced themselves that being alone is best, so they push people away and will not pursue relationships, even though this will bring them much joy. So when we think about it, that sort of looks true here in a way, and according to the design of the reading, that we could be trying to just make changes that only are going to end up isolating us. And the moon's influence sort of almost feels like we want to harbor mystery here, and we're sort of gatekeeping our presence to other people. We're not willing to venture boldly towards something. We would possibly rather risk exposure or risk defeat than maybe allow that closeness that could help. So the lily is poisoning us too, in a way, kind of inhibiting. What is the antidote? Love is all there is. The nature of life on earth is ephemeral, and nothing lasts forever, which is one of the hardest lessons to learn. We are here to make connections with others, and while they may not last in the physical world, we may see each other again in the spirit world. Those we have loved and lost will be there waiting for us when it is our turn to leave this realm. Even those who have hurt us, we will make amends with, and the joy of connection will be felt once again. Once Lily realizes this, they will find a beautiful world of emotional riches waiting for them. So I think that's a nice way to end that. That sometimes we have to really be careful about what we're changing. You know, the moon too talks about changes, but it talks about the changes in the sense of what we think we see there and whether or not it really is true. Maybe it's what we find out, but all the time, sometimes change, like truth, is subjective. So be careful. Be open to potential cures in your heart space. Next week we'll start another round of new shadow work, but until then, don't forget to watch our live show tomorrow night. TFT Tarot for Today After Dark from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday nights. And on Friday morning, watch the emotional exchanges. That's at 7 a.m. and it's for every sign of the zodiac, kind of giving you the idea of what the emotional tides are in this week ahead. There will be no happy hours, so please take note of that. This is my final day at work on Saturday, but happy hour will return next week. What is that, the 7th or 8th? So check it out. And of course, it's our uplifting, positive message for everyone. And then Sunday, Angie's Material Matters at 10 a.m. And then our live stream in the afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. So thank you for supporting us. Check us out, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.